Have you ever felt like there are things happening behind closed doors? Decisions being made without you? Choices that affect your life but you have no say in? What if I told you there are secrets so dark they would shatter everything you believe in? Secrets so dangerous those in power would do anything to keep them hidden from you? Welcome back to my channel. Join me as we delve into the murky depths of hidden truths, the ones the elite don't want you to know. Because what I'm about to reveal could change everything. So stay till the end because I promise you it's gonna get real. Okay, let's dive in. Number 5. They keep you addicted to distraction. Do you ever feel like you're living in a world that's slowly losing its grip on reality? A world where wars seem endless, pandemics never cease, and elections turn into civil wars? It's almost as if there's an invisible hand orchestrating chaos. But here's the chilling part. This orchestrated chaos might not be an accident. Instead, it could be a sinister strategy to keep us distracted, to keep our attention away from something much more sinister, something they desperately want to hide. Did you know that every single day you're bombarded with an average of 5,000 commercial messages? From television to online platforms, these messages sneakily influence your decisions, shape your opinions, and subtly control your actions. You see, they understand the power of distraction. When you're busy scrolling through social media feeds or binge-watching the latest series, you're less likely to question their moves. You're less likely to ask why the narrative suddenly shifted or why the rules keep changing. And this is precisely what they want. But here's the terrifying truth. This distraction isn't limited to mindless entertainment. It seeps into every aspect of your life. Remember that heated argument you had about politics? Chances are some of those topics were carefully selected to divide us. Remember those leaked photos that caused a scandal? Well, some might argue they were strategically planted to distract you from something more substantial. You see, they've created a world where the boundaries between reality and illusion are blurred, where every click, every like, and every comment is carefully calculated to keep you engaged and distracted. So while you're busy reacting to the chaos they've created, they're making the moves, pulling the strings, and you're none the wiser. Number 4. The education system is designed to create workers, not thinkers. Did you know that the education system you and I went through wasn't designed to make thinkers? No, that's not what they wanted. They wanted to mold us into workers. Obedient workers who would follow the rules, take orders, and never ask too many questions. It's a chilling thought, but it's the truth. Take a moment and think about your own experience in school. How much time was spent memorizing facts, figures, and formulas? How much emphasis was placed on rote learning and blind obedience? The education system rewards compliance and discourages critical thinking. When was the last time you were praised for questioning a statement or challenging a conventional idea? In a system that values conformity over creativity, you're taught to be a cog in the machine, a gear that fits perfectly into the assembly line of life. But here's the kicker. The education system doesn't prepare you for life. It prepares you for work. It teaches you to follow rules, to respect authority, and to accept the status quo. But life isn't about blind obedience. Life is about exploration, discovery, and innovation. You see, the purpose of education isn't to create workers, but to cultivate thinkers, individuals who can challenge the status quo, who can question authority, and who can drive positive change. But in a system that stifles curiosity and punishes those who dare to question, how can we ever hope to achieve that? No. 3. Your reality is shaped by invisible forces. Do you ever feel like you're living in a world where nothing is as it seems? A world where events unfold not by chance but by design, where decisions that impact your life are made behind closed doors, far from your view. If you're feeling that way, trust me, you're not alone. We're all living in a world where the line between truth and deception is becoming increasingly blurred. Take a look at the news. It seems like every day there's a new scandal, a new controversy that keeps you on edge. Wars escalate, economies crash, and diseases emerge. And as you navigate this complex web of events, you start to question, is there someone or something controlling it all? Are there invisible forces shaping your reality without your knowledge? The answer is yes, and it's a truth that the elite don't want you to know. Let's talk about something that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but has become a stark reality. Ever heard of Operation Mockingbird? This covert CIA program used the media to disseminate propaganda and influence public opinion. Then there's MKUltra, a top-secret project that experimented with mind control and psychological manipulation. But here's the twist. These aren't relics of the past. They're blueprints for the present. Today, your reality is shaped by invisible forces that pull the strings from behind the scenes. You see, they understand the power of perception. They know that if they can control how you see the world, they can control how you think, how you feel, and ultimately how you behave. Number 2. Fear is the ultimate control tool. Have you ever noticed how fear seems to be the driving force behind many of the decisions that affect your life? The decisions made not by you, but by those in positions of power, those who seem to benefit from your fear. Fear is a powerful emotion. It can unite people, divide them, and in the wrong hands, it can be a lethal weapon. When you're afraid, you're vulnerable. You're more susceptible to suggestion, more inclined to believe the worst, and more likely to surrender your freedoms in exchange for perceived safety. Now think about the decisions that have been made in the name of fear. Wars that were sold with the promise of security, economic policies that were marketed as necessary sacrifices for stability. You see, fear is a tool that has been used throughout history to manipulate, to control, and to dominate. Those in power exploit your fears, whether they're real or manufactured, to keep you under their thumb. But here's the disturbing part. Fear often targets your weakest and most desperate moments. It preys on your vulnerabilities and twists them into weapons against you. You might find yourself questioning, is this fear real or just another illusion? Who's really benefiting from my confusion? And that's exactly what they want. They want you to be afraid, not just of the things that lurk in the shadows, but also of the truth. They want you to fear the journey toward enlightenment because that's the path that leads to freedom. Number 1. The elite play by different rules. Have you ever looked up at the lives of the super rich and powerful and wondered, are they really held accountable for their actions? Or did they break the rules like the rest of us mere mortals? Because when it comes to the elite, it seems there's always a different set of rules, a double standard that allows them to dance on the edge while the rest of us are held to impossible standards. Think about the scandals that erupt involving the super rich, tax evasion, insider trading, illegal business practices, yet somehow they walk away unscathed, paying a small fine, if anything, while the rest of us are slapped with hefty penalties for minor infractions. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's the harsh reality we need to confront. Here's the unsettling truth. The elite play by different rules, rules that favor the powerful, the wealthy, and the well-connected. They have access to legal loopholes that keep their wealth and power intact. While you face penalties for crossing the wrong lines, they operate in a world where the lines are blurred or non-existent. You see, for the elite, there's no such thing as equal justice. There's only the pursuit of self-interest, cloaked in the language of philanthropy and good governance. They manipulate markets, rig elections, and influence governments to serve their interests. And when they stumble, they do so with the cushion of privilege that allows them to bounce back effortlessly. But here's the empowering truth. Their game isn't invincible. As more and more of us awaken to their tactics, their power wanes. And that's all for today. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the hidden truths that the elite do not want you to know. If you found this video enlightening, please share it with someone who might also find value in it. Together we can continue to seek the truth and empower others to do the same. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay free.